It's another very windy day in Cape Town. Looks like it's more windy there here than nice weather. But anyway, I'm gonna see if I can keep myself busy in the boat today. And what's missing on our boat is this little bracket. And what I'm gonna do with this is our chain locker in the front of the boat hasn't got the chain isn't connected to anything. So if the clutch slips or something happens, the whole chain can just go bloop, 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 into the water. So I'm gonna mount this through the back plate there, and then just shackle it to the boat. So in case it slips, at least we won't lose 6,000 rands worth of chain. Shouldn't take me too long, but you know, I'm a slow worker. I was gonna put it up there, but then I have to move the wood and everything. So I think I'm just gonna pop it right through, probably over there, somewhere that's thin and easy to go through. Just got to be tightened. So I found some rust up here. Where's the piece I broke off? And that looks from before we took out all the rust. That screw isn't connected to anything, so I'll just clean it up a little bit and paint it. Same as I just painted up there and behind there, and some places in the chain locker. Here we are in the chain locker, and you can see there it's mounted with a shackle through, connected to the bitter end of our chain. And called the bitter end because you'll be pretty bitter when that runs out the winch. Looks like it's already rusting. I did this like a month ago, but just to show you what it looks like. See, the rust is already building up again. In the box here we've got a brand new second-hand Pelagic autopilot. Here on the table you can see the autopilot, which cost us an incredibly insane amount of 15,000 rand, but we did get a few extras. After all the hand steering we've been doing for the on the last couple of trips, it is good to have a secondary system that we can use to auto steer the boat, especially if we're don't have enough hands on board. That's the drive unit that needs to be installed below deck. Then we've also got the main thingamajig, which you control it with, and it controls the pitch and the yaw and the direction. It's got the compass in it. And then obviously we've got the tiller arm, which moves the tiller back and forth. So let's pop this baby in. Here's the control box mounted with its little cover on. That's about 6 inches from the steel. Just have to test it and see if it works properly. Port, starboard, engage. Simple enough. We've got the drive unit, but it's right here in the back in the bundus. If I pop in here, there it is in the corner. See it up there? The power cable running this side. Oh no, that's wrong. That's the power cable running underneath that side, and then this is from the control box at the top there, and then it's got a couple of wires on the inside running out towards the tiller arm. Drive box comes out here where the tiller arm is connected, and then you can see we put a piece of wood at the bottom there and epoxied in our little ring. We actually have used it already. This is filmed afterwards, so you can see it moved a little bit, so probably good to fasten it a little bit better in future, but that works good enough for now. We used to keep a couple of cans under the floor here, but then I think with the changing of the speed switch down there, some of the water came through and it rusted the cans, leaving a lot of rust marks and potential problem areas. And I also see there's a place down there that doesn't drain all the water nicely. You can see there's a little bit of water in there, so I'm gonna clean it a little bit, paint up some of the spots, just to be safe. You can see all the rusted cans are kept here. It was around this time that the Otoppie came back to the boat. Here you can see him having a goof in the cold waters of Simonstown. So we were about ready to go to Cape Town. He did come bearing some gifts as well, which always makes me happy. As we spend our days here in Simonstown, we're slowly but surely stocking up the boat with food every time we run to the shop. Just preparing for our eventual crossing. Baked beans for if there's no wind, we'll make our own. Vegetables to stop the scurvy. And then just a couple of essentials. Jy weet, as daar groot kak kom, there's a lot of shit on its way. We'll be prepared. This is definitely not all the food. We'll probably provision for about 60 days worth of food. Even though the trip should only take 15 days, 30 days. But you know, it's good to buy cans of food now where it's cheap, instead of struggling later when it's expensive. We also have the big fridge now since Knysna, so we can pack a lot of meat in there. Here, especially cow meat, is quite expensive in some places, so also need some reorganization here, just a little bit, you know, but there is a system and I kind of know how it works. If you're hungry and you know it, clap your hands. Okay, just about ready to go again, this time all the way to fancy old Cape Town. Basically no wind, so it's just going to be a lot of motoring, I'm sure. I guess it is what it is. It's better than all the wind we've been having, and apparently it's called the Groen Wasmasjien, so I don't want to mess with that. Let's have a look outside quickly. Kicked off in the dark. We're motoring now for about, I don't think, 30 minutes or something, but there is a little bit of wind which you won't be able to see, so we're going to pull out the Genoa in a second. I just want to test that autopilot again quickly. We ran it for 5 minutes just now. It looks like it works flipping amazingly, but it's set on the higher setting, so it's going to flipping overheat and, you know, it overcorrects too much. So I'm quickly just going to check the settings again and then connect that, and then we're going to pull out the Genoa. And then we'll sail down. We're going a lot faster than we anticipated, so we might even cross Cape Point in the dark. Only time will tell. Hopefully we'll do it in the light time, otherwise you won't be able to see anything. just rounded the Cape there basically, so we're on our way up. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. But Darcy.
There we go, the old lady and the kettle. What's happening, Tommy?
My best friend in the world. Getting Carper's coat.
So I think that settles it for the Northern Passage.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I don't think the Northern Passage is gonna happen with our heater arrangement at the moment. It's a lovely morning off Hout Bay. We've got some seals going out for breakfast.
Cape Town. Just one turn away. Huh?
Okay, copy that, Captain. Let me see how it goes. Otherwise, I'll see. Thanks. Stand aside.
And just like that, we arrive. Let's quickly have a quick look at our trek.